How's it going, bros? It's me, R.R. Yeah, I know I don't have a proper intro, so that's why I'm just gonna use a rip-off intro of PewDiePie. So yeah, and yeah, it's just really awkward for me popping out of nowhere in this channel, in the third channel. So today we'll be talking about a few things not that close to my heart, but at the same time, also these things, I mean, they're not exactly there. I mean, they are there, but it's a lot complicated now. So today we'll be talking about a few things in this podcast, another solo podcast, just like the last one. Not that much edits, so we'll see what we can do. So today we'll be talking about a few issues in YouTube India, obviously, because that's all I can think of right now. This is gonna be a lot different from my normal stuff that I do on the main channel. And you guys remember on the main channel, I did this series called What's Trending, which I will still try to do. It's been a long time since I haven't made a video of what's trending, so I will still try to do it on the main channel. But this is more like a serious channel, so we're not gonna be joking around much. I mean, except some exceptional circumstances where I just just laugh my ass off so much that I look like an ass in front of the camera. So that's why we're just gonna do this the whole day. So sorry, and I need to be serious. So we're gonna be talking about YouTube India. Well, YouTube India is YouTube India, so it's Indian YouTube. So in Indian YouTube, there are various things. I'm giving a preface, okay? This might be a long podcast, so I'm trying to make it as short as possible. YouTube India is Indian YouTube. It is for people who actually are from India or outside who come to India and post YouTube videos in India. It seems confusing, I know. But lately, this YouTube India thing is getting a lot complicated and it's getting really, like, it's like, it's lacking the content it used to have back then. I mean, now what is dominating YouTube? Which content is dominating YouTube? No, it's not just, vlogging or something, or maybe, some news content, like, just coming up and be like, hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna be talking about the latest news in the past 15 minutes. This guy did this, like that. No, those are nothing. The only thing that I find dominating on YouTube India right now is cringe. Now, obviously, you're gonna be like, oh, or even you make such cringe videos. I mean, shut the fuck up, okay? I do, okay? But we're not gonna be talking about me making cringe. Maybe, I'll just bring up myself in this case study that we're gonna do. So basically, YouTube India is full of cringe. And the one man who started it all was, obviously, we all know, YouTube versus TikTok. All my Indian YouTube bros know that. In YouTube India really knows how YouTube versus TikTok happened. And that just shook like the YouTube India and Indian internet like totally. Everyone's like, oh, TikTok, oh, YouTube, like that. But I'm not gonna explain the whole thing. You can just rewind back in time and just watch some old videos of YouTube versus TikTok. You will understand. This is not a video about explaining the whole controversy, even though it's pretty outdated. In that, it shook the internet. It took out the various dark sides of YouTube India that basically this one guy explained. So he made this 8-minute IGTV video and then deleted it. You guys, I mean, all the YouTube Indian people already know who I'm talking about. So that guy, let's just call him the leather jacket dude. So the leather jacket dude, he used a weapon that's called taking the dark sides out of YouTube, and he was like, YouTube India is cringe. And then everyone's like, he got exposed for being cringe, which was actually kind of right from his side, and even I agreed it should, because for the past so many years, ever since the digital India, ever since Geo came in India, ever since 2K16, not even 2K16, I guess 2K15, I guess. I mean, 2K16 was the peak of YouTube India. Everyone just jumps in, all the people from all the remote areas. Now this is gonna be serious. I'm just gonna give a quick disclaimer. I may not be 100% true, and this might be a little bit biased. Like, I'll try not to show my bias much, and but this is kind of, and also don't get offended, because some people do get offended really fast, especially in YouTube India. Again, I'm bringing up YouTube India a lot because the whole video is about YouTube India. So basically, ever since 2K16, everyone just jumps in, all the people from the remote areas, the carpenter, the local people, all from even farmers who at once used to farm their cows and get their earn off the living, now actually are just surfing through YouTube India trying to find content and make content. Almost everyone wants to become a YouTuber in this century. I mean, 21st century was just a huge blow up for companies like Amazon. I mean, Amazon existed in like the late 90s. It started to blow up, but that's in US. But in India, Amazon started to blow up in the 21st century. And then we have companies like Facebook, Instagram, Google, WhatsApp, and all those. They started to blow up because YouTube India was actually like a, then later it became a thing in 2K16, and everyone just jumped in. Even your average plumbers just were like, okay, YouTube India, and then they're like, let's just make some content. Like, almost everyone wants to become a YouTuber now, so including myself. I am a YouTuber. I don't like to call myself a YouTuber. I just like to call myself a content creator, which is basically CC. What's that leather jacket guy brought up? Even though the leather jacket's boys' points weren't that correct, but it kind of made sense. I realized soon later, after the whole controversy, that that man is actually trying to what he's trying to express isn't being executed properly. He's not really able to express his feelings well and elaborate his points for the audience, the people who were watching his videos at the time. And then this other guy, Indian YouTuber, brought it up, and then it was just reacting to him, and then the whole issue broke out, and then we get all the big people playing part, and then the issue gets even more toxic. Then now we're gonna be talking about the other stuff in YouTube India. So this was like a preface talking about how YouTube India really just gained popularity, and until now what has really happened. And this all basically happened in 2K20. If you guys don't know who that leather jacket boy is, I'll show you a image. I'll give a image link in the description. You can check that out. This seems weird, but I'm trying to be as serious as possible. So then after that, what happened was, a lot of stuff got really weird at YouTube. It became more of a place for cringe, even though that guy was trying to suppress cringe in YouTube India. He was like, just this is too cringe. All your content is cringe, and then YouTubers were like, "Oh, shut the frick up, okay? Even your content is cringe. What even is TikTok? A place for cringe, right? Like that." And then the issue became a lot more toxic, and till now a lot of people are so super toxic when it comes to various issues. When it comes to controversies, Indian YouTube loses it all. Now, as I said, that I'm trying to maintain the whole thing, like not trying not to be biased, but this video might be a little bit more like, not a little bit, but like a lot of criticism back in there. YouTube India became more of a toxic place, and when it came to controversies, a lot of YouTubers in India, they start to lose their cool really easily, and then they just the matter really gets toxic. Recently, there was this controversy with this, if you guys know that in YouTube India, that there's been this new trend that was going on. It's going on for the past 2 weeks. It's this place that got viral so fast, and this Daba. It's actually called a Daba. I don't know what to call it in English, so I'm just gonna say Daba. So this Daba got viral, and the owners of it also got viral because they make some really good, nice food. And then everything was all going okay, and then suddenly there were all the toxic people come in. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, I'll explain anyway. So let's just continue. So all those people just jump in, and then they just suddenly come up with bold claims that the person who made them viral actually is trolling them, is just scamming them. And it turns out that guy was keeping all the money. So apparently those Daba owners received a huge ton of money because those Daba people were really poor, so that's why they received a lot of money both online and physically, because people physically also went there. And this is again happened in 2K20. Even though physically going there I wouldn't recommend it, but it still happened nonetheless. And people also donated to them online. And then those toxic YouTubers just come in with their bold claims, and then saying that, oh, the man who made them viral kept all the money and stuff like that. And since then the matter has been really toxic. Now I know I'm really confused about what the frick just happened out of nowhere. Those people both keep their bold claims. I think that maybe they should have come up earlier, so that the matter wouldn't have become that toxic, and they would have settled it down in a different way. So that is one example of YouTube India. Majority of YouTubers in India now depend upon cringe and toxicity for YouTubers. For their careers. Now they try to put heavily clickbaity stuff. Now even I myself do it, but I try to keep the scale of clickbait down for my channel. If I do go up, and then just that's why the comments are always on. You can always tell me that or this is crap, you need to stop it. So that's why I try to keep the level of clickbait like to the moderate level, not like too less that people will just be not care about my video, and not too up that people are just really mad in the comments. Because the one problem I find with YouTube India is the most important problem, and let's say really a huge issue, at least for me, is that YouTube India is now depending upon toxicity to get their careers established too early. Even though normally YouTubers before YouTube versus TikTok, they had to actually work their ass off to get content. Like they had to make some quality content, and then the audience also had to be satisfied. And then it was like slowly they got their careers in. Like who have we got? There are many examples on YouTube. Like I'm gonna give the examples. We have Ashish Chanchlani, we have Technical Gorgy. These people made their careers off with the quality content. Now I know so many people will be like, that is cringe, which I agree it is, but at some point they also make quality content. It's hard to deny that. So basically, they got their careers established gradually, but now YouTube India is like to the point of impatience, where YouTubers are now depending upon toxicity and cringe to get their careers established too early, too fast. It's like within a month they create a channel and they expect to already have a stable career. So now these are not all YouTubers are like this, but I've noticed some of them trying to establish their career too early. Now me myself, it's been 4 months since making some improved videos on my channel. 4 months since I made YouTube videos properly. Before that, I used to make videos. I didn't know much how YouTube works until and when I started to rediscover more about YouTube in 2K20, because again, lockdown, you get so much time, so you actually wanna do some shit in life. So that's why. And then I saw that Amir Siddiqui's video, and it makes a lot of sense, because he himself also, now he's a hypocrite, because he himself has done a huge amount of scandals all over YouTube and TikTok, because he himself was on YouTube. He made videos like prank videos, Now, there are certain genres on YouTube India that are I find okay, like prank videos. I mean, prank videos are almost everywhere, all over YouTube in general. Whether you go to Pakistan, you go to America, or you go to Malaysian YouTube, there are pranks. They will put on their own prank videos. But the point is, there have been prank videos that I've noticed that go above the level of toxicity, where there's this guy who tries to satisfy a goal as a prank, part of the prank, and then that guy ends up seriously injuring himself, which is to that point. So that's one example of to the horde dangers of various genres. Now almost every genre is getting toxic at this moment, so that's why I brought up this issue. So but in this video we'll be mainly focusing on toxicity and cringe. I might make a part 2 to this video because who knows, I might find out more about this whole thing. And then next we have cringe, because nowadays a lot of YouTubers they're like copying other YouTubers, because even I myself do. I see any YouTube video, and if I strongly feel that this issue needs to be addressed or something, and then I talk about it. My genre is basically like commentary. It's so when it comes to commentary, YouTube gets a little bit, risky for YouTubers. I mean, content creators. So here it gets like really complicated to explain the cringe, because not all people will think it is cringe. And cringe has been brought up really quite frequently ever since May, white again, ever since YT versus TikTok, when the leather jacket guy accused YouTubers for having cringe in their videos. So the reason cringe is a lot more like comedy. It's quite subjective. Not everyone will think this is cringe. Not everyone will think. Now I myself make really crappy videos. I don't know what the fuck am I saying. It becomes really weird and hilarious and really cringy. At least for me. I don't know about you guys. You guys would watch it, you may think something else. Again, there's a sense of subjectiveness to that. So here, like a lot of YouTubers I've noticed, instead of making the quality content, they try to put have this mentality that cringe is equal to better quality content, and they just let's just do some random shit on YouTube and everyone's gonna like it anyway. So that's kind of like the pinch of example that I gave as in the mentality of various YouTubers nowadays. Now, right now, the issue is not that much brought up. Like, it's quite settled. There's not much drama going on in YouTube India, because everyone's only caring about, in America, YouTube America. Everyone's trying to see what the hell is happening in the elections. And for YouTube India, everyone's engrossed in Mirzapur. Again, it's a show in YouTube, but not YouTube, Netflix. So, Netflix. I should have make a sequel on Netflix. I don't know. Well, nonetheless, that's all I have wanted to say about YouTube India. If you want me to make a sequel on YouTube India, then you can comment down below if you want any, I'm open to suggestions and a little bit of, criticism. I don't really care. Nowadays YouTubers also struggle to handle criticism, even though before it was done a little bit too well. It was easily moderated, but now it has reached to the point where again it's toxic and criticism is a little bit too vague now. I'll talk about this in the sequel if I can. Let me know if you want me to make a sequel. I'm gonna wrap up with this video over here. If you want, you can, you can support this channel by liking this video or any other videos. You could also support my other two channels, the gaming channels, which I'll leave a link in the iCards, main channel, and also this channel. You can subscribe and click the bell icon for more content like this. This is the first time that I'm making this kind of content. We'll get the hang of it over the more and more if we do. So because I don't post that much videos on this channel, it's like every month. It's been a long time since the PUBG ban video that I made. So also you can support me if you want. Like it's an optional thing again. You can follow me on IG, can follow me on Twitter, and then I have my other socials in the description. Like we have Facebook. Also, I am now officially a Reddit user. But I don't have that much karma. I don't know the Reddit algorithm really well. Even though nowadays a lot of YouTubers keep doing Redditing stuff, like KSI, PewDiePie, they make a lot of Reddit videos, so they have overall knowledge about this, and I don't. So I am a Reddit user. You can check out my Reddit. I'll link it in the description. Finally, it came, and we have other socials like Facebook. I'll put the Facebook in the over here, and socials and anything else. Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, see ya. Peace out. Bye bye. Hope your 2K20 gets better by the end. I think it will, because none of the issues have been settled down. Even though people are still going outside and the cases are they're still increasing. So we need to still take extra precautions. Thank you guys so much for staying here. If you made it this far, I'm gonna see you guys in another video. Peace out.